everybody, it's Margaret, and today I'm bringing you my Amazon FBA sales update for the first 2 weeks in June. These are all the items that I sold on Amazon in the first 2 weeks of June. Now, the reason I share, which I state in the beginning of all my FBA videos, the reason I go ahead and share everything that I've sold is because I don't really sell things that are replenishable, things that I'm worried that the competition is going to get a jump on me. Pretty much everything I sell are one-offs or things that I've picked up at garage sales or thrift stores. And I do this just to give you an idea of the tip of the iceberg of the kinds of things that you could sell. Now, again, if I needed to ramp up my Amazon business, I am engaged in lots of other categories, and it's very comforting to know that should I need to, I could ramp that Amazon FBA up and really, hit it hard and make a lot more money. But this for me is comfortable with the life that I'm living right now, that this is good for me. I can send in shipments as I can, and then the money just comes back at me, which is nice. I've only sent in 2 or 3 shipments this year. One was in January or February, and then another I think went out in May. Maybe it's just the 2, or maybe I sent out 2 in May. But I haven't sent one out. Maybe it wasn't May. It was before May. Maybe in April. Anyway, not a lot. So these are the things that I've sold. Again, I don't generally go out sourcing specifically for Amazon, but pick up from thrift stores and garage sales. If I'm at a store and I see the clearance section, I'll probably scan some things. So there may be a few things there that have been from a clearance section or end cap. So my net coming home in the first couple of weeks in June is about $150, which I'm totally fine with because I haven't put in any work other than sending those shipments in earlier this year. All right, so I think we're ready to jump in. Here we've got a Doctor Who VHS that I picked up at Goodwill for, it was either 79 or 99 cents, sold for $10.99 and brought me $6.08. This book called Fielder's Choice was in that box of Tom Swift books that I picked up at that church garage sale, and it sold for $11.48 and brought $6.50 home. Now this one, this Catwoman, I saw this sell, and I honest to goodness don't remember ever picking it up or sending it in. I don't ever remember seeing it before in my life, which is one of the fun things about FBA. You don't really have to pay attention. You scan, it's a numbers game. Like you scan it, you see the numbers are right, you send it in, it sells, you get the money, and it's all good. So there are some things that I have sold that I have no idea what they are. So, but they scanned right, and that works. So $14.92 is what she sold for and brought home $9.66. It would be good if I could remember so I could tell you how much I paid for her though. This Stephen King book came in a bag. I bought 2 big bags of Stephen King hardbacks from a lady for $20. And I found, it was 20 or 25, I found a $20 bill in one of those books, which paid pretty much for the whole of everything. And the books I've sent in have been slowly selling off, which is nice. Nice. So Dark Tower you sold for $9, brought $3.18. Some of them sold for more, significantly more. Again, these are some mini discs. I don't know exactly what they are, but they sold for $19.90, and so that brought home $15.29. So when I'm at thrift stores, garage sales, if I see something new in package, I pick it up, scan it. If it's cheap enough, usually like the one I had the other day, I picked up like golf balls and a coffee press, and it was the new in package, and so I was just like, let's just get it and go. Yeah. So the price was right. I was willing to take a chance. So yeah, this one sold, brought $15.29. So I sold some of these Angry Bird cards, and I wish that I had gone in to check because I sent these in well before I ever heard that there was an Angry Bird movie coming out. And so they've been up there just hanging out at the Amazon warehouse playing Angry Bird. I don't know. So I could have probably jumped in and raised the price on them because there are so many. But if you look, I mean, it says from this price $2.87. So I think I did pretty good still. They sold for $9.99 and brought home $5.47. And I'm sure I got them on clearance because I never pay full price for Hot Wheels. So they may have been 50 or 75 cents. This was one of my grandmother's Limoges book. Sold for $8.51 and brought $2.76. This is some of that kinetic sand I bought at Kroger. This is one of those times when I hit the after Christmas sales. and got lots and lots of kinetic sand. It was 75% off or something like that. So it ended up being not a whole lot, $3, $2 or $3 for it. It was really, really cheap. So my net there was $7.90. Yeah, it was not a lot. I think I opened that up twice. Yes, I did. Chasing the Moonlight. All right, bad boy Mitch DeFalco roars into Stone Creek, Texas on the back of a Harley with his newly discovered daughter riding behind him. Oh, wait, never mind. It got weird. Yeah, okay. $7.99 is what it sold for, and brought home $3.88. Some VHS sold. This one sold for $4.99, which only brought 97 cents home. So that is something that I have got to reevaluate. Maybe I need to bundle them up, save them up and bundle them. Another kinetic sand sold, bringing home $7.90. This is a book, like a textbook type thing, integrating reading and writing. Sold for $9.99 and brought $4.43. So look at those textbooks. Mudgy and Millie is a book, a kid's book. My local charity shop, their kids' books are 10 cents a piece. And then the other one, I think they're 25 or 50 cents, so pretty cheap. So $3.88 is what that one brought in. This is one of my grandmother's tutorial type spiral books for painting. It sold for $7.73, which net $11.42. And again, it doesn't have a barcode, but the Amazon seller app now has the flow on it where you can scan the cover. And I didn't create the listing for these, so that means somebody else already had it up there. So it's worth, if you find a book like this that looks like just somebody made it sitting at home out of, with Xerox paper, take a picture, use that flow app on it, and yeah, see if it's in there. Doesn't hurt. The Heroes sold and brought home $2.78. And then here's another Tom Swift that sold. Just love those covers, for $14.99 and net me $9.83. Never Talk to Strangers. This is a book that I have mine from when I was a kid. I remember looking at that book so much. It sold for $19.99. There's some money in some of these older kids' books, I'm telling you. And so that net $14.08. Somebody like me, because I think it's out of print. I think that's the thing too. It's out of print, and you want to have that copy that you had growing up, and you'll pay $19.99 for it. And this one I think I did get at Goodwill because all the stickers were in it, and it was in really good shape. Then I think I paid probably $2 for it. But it scanned in at $19.99 where I could get a good profit, so totally worth it for $14.08, I think. And then this is one of my personal books that I sent in when I felt like I was ready to send it in. It sold for $14.99 and brought me $9.83. And this is written by Thich Nhat Hanh, who Pieces Every Step was a book that I read when it was a turning point in my life. I was going through a really tough time, and it really helped me change the focus of my brain. So I liked it. Anyway, okay. Cutco Cookbook, $7.99, brought home $3.88. Another Tom Swift sold, and his Diving Seacopter. That one sold for $8.96 and brought $4.36 home. And another Tom Swift and his Electronic Retroscope. I wish I'd scanned those covers. Sold and brought home $4.35. And then this is another Doctor Who that sold, VHS, and net $4.37. This was a cross stitch, a counted cross stitch of Jesus, and it brought in $8.66 after it sold for $13.20. And then another Angry Birds Hot Wheels sold and brought in $5.47. So those were my sales for the first 2 weeks in June. Things have been slower, but again, I haven't been sending things in, and things have just some people are doing great right now, some people are slow, and things are slow right now. But again, I haven't been putting in the time and effort that I know I could if things were different, right? I can only do what I can do. Are you kidding me? Okay, all right. So anyway, I hope you found this video helpful. I hope you were able to see some of the things that I like to pick up, and it gives you some ideas of what to look for when you're out and sourcing for Amazon FBA. So anyway, if you found it helpful, hit that thumbs up button down below, like is the same thing as hitting the thumbs up button and subscribe. And I'll talk to you later. Go out and enjoy yourselves, guys. Bye.